You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. If I look, what is the essence of my life? My personal attachment to my Guru, that's all. All the best things in my life I received only from that. Without even knowing what is integrity, I enjoyed integrity with him. Without even knowing what is responsibility, I enjoyed responsibility for him. Without even knowing what is enriching, I was enriching about him to the world. Without even knowing what is Brahman, I had Brahman Jnana from him. Before even knowing the word Brahman, he gave me Brahman Jnana. Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing.
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Vandvatidam Anahursham Tatpamashyadilaksham Egam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Shakshibhutam Bhavatidam Trunaragitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes, Nithyanandam everyone. We welcome you all back to today's introduction to Paramashivoham Level 3 segment. And before starting today's segment, I have a few security measures from the KAILASA national security agencies. Photography, video, and audio recording of any kind is strictly prohibited during all the sessions. Be on mute, be on camera throughout the class. If you need to step out in any situation, please inform a digital security officer. And here are a few important cautions before starting today's segment. We welcome all the Kailasa Vasis attending from the Kailasas monasteries, Gurukul, temples, and ashram centers from around the world. We welcome all the NTV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism TV, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube viewers, and all those who blessed to have an Diksha to video conferencing who are joining us for today's special program. Now let us have a brief introduction about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization and nation. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, and is recognized by his predecessors for enlightened masters. Adepts. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based university a lifestyle for humanity. Let us see about the coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Before 1981, he is identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and masters of Hinduism. By 1981, he is initiated into Bala Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3. In 1988, he is coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Pontiff of Tondai Mandaladinam, the oldest monastic university in the Hinduism. In 1994, he became the successor of Arunachala Sarvanya Peetham by Guru Parampara. In 1999, he founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. And also same year, he is coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvanya Peetham. Moving on to the next year, 2002, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. And 2004, he is declared as a successor of Bhagyanagara Sri Pura Sarvanya Peetham and also an incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of Suryavamsa lineage. 2007, he is declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvanya Peetham and also as the Mahamandleshwara of Mahanirvanya Kada. Moving on to the next year, 2012, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamala Peetha Sarvanya Peetham, the oldest Hindu papal state and the monastic kingdoms of Hinduism. 2013, he is officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvana Akada, the largest Apex monastic order, and he became the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. And the same year, he is also declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atalakada, the oldest monastic order in the Hinduism by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar. Also as the Mahasanvidanam of Adipita Kodalamata. And 2015, he is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders and pontiffs. Next, we'll be looking at the global initiatives taken by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasas across the globe. Through 28 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution, and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practice through various international agencies and bodies. Authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which is translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of books, articles sold, read, and downloaded. He established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million founded scriptures, or over 20 million digital books. He is regarded as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world, read and watched by a billion plus followers in the Hinduism. Over 10,000 hours of discourses and over 1 billion views on the social. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashwatthana Gita, and Jain Sutras. He is also honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader. He is also acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually living influential personalities by Watkins Mind Body Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for a global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to the humanity. He is also the establisher of largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. He is also the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasas enlightened ecosystems. He is also the founder and the reviver of over 100 Sarvanya Peetams. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment of manifesting extraordinary powers. In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is required to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis through the initiated third eye. Manifesting these Shaktis, the powers are described as a system, method, and a science for every human being to explore the various possibilities and the powers and have access to the various states of consciousness. You may have a question, who is the source of all these powers? Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primary divinity in the Hinduism, the ultimate reality and the cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, and form. He performs the Panchakritya or the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, creation, Shriti, maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all the living entities. So how we can manifest these Shaktis in our life? Everyone understand that the ultimate truth, the jnana mapped into your consciousness, prajna, manifests as a possibility and a power of every being as prajnana. Today in this segment of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be demonstrating the powers of body scanning and sharing with all the experience and the results of extraordinary manifestation of divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha and the initiations. Those who would like to experience the power of body scanning, we are ready to demonstrate the power of body scanning. We can very much welcome each one of you to go to any one of our social media platforms where you can post your questions, and we'll pick up one of your questions and we'll demonstrate the power of body scanning for you. So while everyone is taking time, let us go over and understand how the science of body scanning is authenticated through the 4 aspects and evidence from the Hinduism. So in this power of body scanning, one awakens to the ability to scan illness, diseases, medically diagnostic issues, and provide solution through awakened third eye. First, we're going to looking at the Sastra Pramana, the scriptural reference. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra Paramashiva reveals, recognize deeply that from subtle to the subtlest cognitive principles of your whole body or of the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being observed in their source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all the thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Parashakti herself, is revealed. The ultimate power manifestations happens by that. So next is the Apta Pramana, the experience from the Vedic rishis who time tested and verified these sciences. There was a Siddha, one of the prominent disciples of Agatya. One day, a man suffering from a severe headache goes to Agatya for healing. Agatya uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small therai, a type of frog, sitting in a person's brain. Agatya immediately instructs the therai, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and he cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Therai. Next, we'll be looking at the Atma Pramana, the account on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's life. On 22nd December 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Guru, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for a surgery, and therefore for medical checkup to do that. At the time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used the power of diagnostic method instead of the medical facilities to study my body condition due to the poisoning. Through the power of body scanning, I found out what the problems, where imbalance happens, and where balance has to be done. I used allopathy second opinion to verify my findings. Now here, how we can receive all these initiations. As a living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, embodies the most profound yogi status that surpasses all the bounds of time, space, and matter. Yes. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting these pure signs, the great signs of third eye awakening, along with many other spiritual signs to the initiations. And millions of the people have been already initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and they are experiencing these profound results as extraordinary power manifestation in their everyday life. You can also very well receive these initiations by attending directly to the Paramashivoham program. It is a 21-day program, spiritual awakening program, which is directly connected by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And we request all of you to visit the website kailasa.org/Paramashivoham for the upcoming dates for the program, and you can register very well for the next program. So we'll be moving on to the next segment where we're going to see a demonstration of power of body scanning after a short break. We request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility.
Yes, Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now let us enter into the segment of actual demonstration of power of body scanning. We have Mr. Ashwin who asked for the power of body scanning. Now I'll be connecting in oneness with Paramashiva by chanting the Mahavagya Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. I remember Swamiji my third eye and I'm going to do the power of body scanning for him. Full awareness and chant the Mahavagya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 What Swamiji's revealed this have the cardiovascular issues, which is because of the extra cholesterol which you started developing over the past few years. It is because of your activity and the work you are doing, which doesn't have much of the physical movements. Start aligning to the culture of yoga, start practicing yoga every day, and align to Sattvic lifestyle without non-vegetarian, any alcohol, align to the organic vegetarian diet. By doing this, you'll be able to come out of this disease. So with that, we'll be next segment. where we'll be entering into the introduction to Paramashivoham, and we're going to explore about what is happening in this Paramashivoham level. Yes. So in the early segment, we have seen about Paramashivoham and how we're going to get initiated by the Supreme Point of Hinduism into all extraordinary powers. So what is happening in the world now? What is the current situation everyone is facing? See, all of your problems have a solution from the other worlds. That is what which is happening in our life. So in the Paramashivam level 3, season 2, you can build your body with the superhuman Shaktis of Paramashiva, all the 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva, which can be directly initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And now the KAILASA, the only Hindu nation, is pleased to launch the world's most vitally interactive online event that is back on the popular demand, which is the Paramashivoham level 3. So what will be happening in Paramashivoham level 3? We're going to superconscious mutation process will be carried out inside your body to your DNA level, due to which you will experience integrity, Kailasa, Vaikunta, Sripuram, everything, all the superconscious experience of Hinduism will be directly initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And all your problems of this world will be irrelevant. And so you will move, you'll be literally taken to the multiple states of consciousness. By doing that, you'll be know the very truth that all the problems in this world will become irrelevant, and you'll be completely out of that. And you can imbibe all the qualities of the divine while boons are showered from the other worlds. And you can also learn the secret to eternal youth while you experience your dimension of Sarvanyatva, all-knowing. And you can also become the immortal as you drop the OCD, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, and self-sabotaging patterns. When you come out of all this self-hatred, self-doubt, you cherish will become flourished, and you can able to experience all the multiple dimensions of your restated body. And you can also become a Avadani and performers of 1,000 tasks simultaneously and synergetically. And we're going to have a short clip introduction of Paramashivoham.
Yeah, we need some more light, right? It's just dark.
Is it better, Maharaj, now? Because that light was canceling this, so I switched that off.
Not really. Yeah, you're gonna need something.
Yes. I think we have seen the wonderful introduction which is directly given by the Supreme Point of Hinduism himself. And now, those who like to experience the same experience in your life can very well go to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham and you can very well register for this event. Before heading to the next part of the segment, we're going to have a short break. We request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. unit of your life is your identification about you, how you perceive you, is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. If I look, what is the essence of my life? My personal attachment to my Guru, that's all. All the best things in my life I received only from that. Without even knowing what is integrity, I enjoyed integrity with him. Without even knowing what is responsibility, I enjoyed.
Nithyananda, everyone. So we'd like to continue sharing about the Paramashivoham 3 experience from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. So one of the major understandings we need to have about life is that you don't have to continue in the same rut. As Swamiji said, you being stuck in the same rut is time. So you can make the future into present. It's just a declaration. However, whoever, whatever you want to be, if you declare that now strongly and start being, then you live that as your experience. So Swamiji does too many initiations beyond what we can do to support us and make those things happen for us. But it takes your strong decision also, right? You are Paramashiva, so you have the possibility to resist change also. So Swamiji is doing the kind of work that no one else can do. So you saying yes, opening up that door lets the sunlight shine through. And all the other supports of KAILASA and the ecosystem can make sure that you internalize and are able to share and teach that to other people in your life so that it becomes stronger for you and for everyone else. So I'd like to welcome our guest for today, Dr. Murali Aya. Welcome, Aya. And you actually had sat 10 days in a Paramashivoham 3 with Swamiji. And so if you could just tell quickly where you're from and what was your experiences that you would like to share with people about the Paramashivoham 3.
Nithyananda Maharaj, thank you for the opportunity. It was, I think it was a fantastic experience. I always try to attend in any of those inner awakening series, this programs after that that Swamiji has conducted. Like my first one was Maha Sadashivoham, and then Paramashivoham and Bididi, and then obviously Paramashivoham level 2 and this as well. But this just each time Swamiji, we think that it can't get better than this, but then it gets just you get blown off. In this one, it's like just before the program, I was like really frustrated, very annoyed actually, upset that I was not able to manifest Swamiji's blessings, and I wasn't blaming Swamiji because it's all the incompletions or a lack of unclutching in ourselves that, so I was frustrated with myself. I didn't know, I mean, it was like, I didn't know how to fix that. But then with Paramashivoham, like, I just sat there, like literally did nothing, just sat there all 10 days and that's it. And then after that, everything dissolved, all these self-doubt, self-hatred, all these things completely disappeared. And even if I try to put them on inside me now, it just doesn't happen. A maximum, maybe half a minute at best, maybe I really try, it's 15 minutes, that's it. Just, achapa achapa or something very simple, or just telling myself, just unclutch or just be complete. And it just works. That's it. Just one simple, just speaking to yourself, just fix the whole thing, which is amazing. And of course, a lot of things which I was struggling with had a lot of jumps in kind of major progress within that sphere as well. So it feels very satisfying. Of course, I still have a lot more to go, a lot more to manifest, but at least now I feel confident that I will manifest it, and I feel comfortable and complete with a lot of things. And a lot of things, completion is happening faster.
Yeah, exactly. Then, so Aya, then how could you explain what Swamiji did?
Explain, I don't know. I think it's completely experiential. It's very difficult to put in words. As I told you, from a completely, I mean, I was probably one of the worst, emotionally, the worst bit of my life, just because I was not able to manifest a lot of the blessings I asked for. It was like really bad. And, from that to being completely, feeling like top of the world is just, that's an experience. I don't know, I cannot explain it in words beyond that. So you just sit there, don't have to do anything. In fact, probably half the time I was like falling asleep and things like that. Just be there in front of Swamiji so the Swamiji can see you via the cameras, and you, even if you don't see him or you're falling asleep, it still works. I mean, that's my experience. So Swamiji just makes it work. Yeah.
Right. And Aya, you mentioned like if you touch on a mantra or you remember to be unclutched, you're finding like just that small remembrance is having a much bigger impact on you now.
Yes. There is no need for any like really hard effort on your part. Previously, for completion and unclutching and things like that, you have to put in a lot of effort. In fact, I still assume that you should do that with completion and things like that. And then Nithya Parashivananda, she said that after having ascended PSMT, I just don't have to like really do all those things. Just remembering it will help. And then I tried it, and then obviously it worked. Previously, it was not the case. I mean, we have to do that process. Now it's just like remembering. It's maybe some people were able to do it before PSM3, but I think this is just a cakewalk. It's in not only that, in like a lot of different aspects as well. Yeah.
Right.
It makes it so easier. Like, for example, compared to Mahasadashivoham, Paramashivoham 1, you felt like really, it was a lot easier. For example, in Mahasadashivoham, like we will be focusing, trying to put the energy on the third eye and things like that. The eyes will become red. We'll put ghee on the eyes and things like that, all these kind of stuff. But Paramashivoham level 1, the whole thing was just, it was like literally we felt like we were Gurukul kids, it's just what happened. You just sit there, you be prayerfully, and you just look at it. It will just, whatever manifestation, power manifestation will happen. Same kind of stuff. So it's a similar kind of exponential jump. It just makes it easier. It's, I mean, far easier. It's I think this is an understatement. That's definitely for sure. Yeah. Right.
The Paramashivoham 3. And so exactly, I guess. So this is something also, yes, that personally I would share is that, and it's one of the things that is, I guess, one of the sort of really graceful blessings from Swamiji is that things that you think are impossible, they already happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if it is yet to manifest, you feel completely confident that it will manifest. Previously, I used to have those doubts. I would, not because, I had no doubts about Swamiji's blessings. It's just like, maybe Swamiji is expecting me to come to a certain level, do this, that, and I'm not doing that. So I'm being, all this, it will be a self-hatred, self-doubting kind of stuff. All these things just kind of vanished. Maybe I had it like one small dip in between, and then actually just somebody reminding you that, hey, you have done PSM3, that initiation is a whole different level. Just don't worry about those things. Just think that you can do it and you're done. Then that's, you just like literally it is just remembering, smaranat mukti kind of stuff. You just remember certain things and then those things manifest. Or you feel completely confident that it will manifest, and it will obviously manifest. Most of the time, things which prevents you from manifesting is our own self-doubts. It is already there once Swamiji has blessed it. I'm not saying this just to say that, because I have had so many blessings just, or even just thoughts come, manifest so easily. So I know it has, but some places it's because of so much of the societal corruption that we imbibe. I think we prevent it from manifesting. So I know like so many things which we will consider impossible has manifested. Based on that, I'm saying that previously, in spite of those good experiences, you will do, okay, those things happen, will this happen? You will always have the will this happen? That kind of I would say it's kind of a stupidity. That is completely gone. So the moment that is gone, your confidence level, everything, and you preventing the manifestation from happening will automatically melt away. So I'm now just like, if at all something more I want to manifest is, I'm just waiting. That's it. Maybe, like if I done 21 days, maybe even that wouldn't be there. But like, so now I'm actually trying to manifest, another 21 days, basically, because I want to attend another 21 whole days instead of just 10 days. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So that's one of the things that people cannot understand or believe, that like you mentioned, we have this running stupidity that constantly stops what we want, and it happens unconsciously. And a big part of all we really need to do is just unclutch with clarity, like you're saying, the ability to know and trust that what's best is going to happen. And a lot of times all we really need to do is step back with the confidence and clarity, and let all the problems that we continuously engaged in and got ourselves wrapped into on a daily basis, if you stop recreating those problems, you have a lot more possibilities.
Yes.
And so this is one of the parts we see, is that people also need to understand the things that you are absolutely sure for you are impossible is not. It's really not. And that is where a lot of people get stuck. They know for sure this thing is not possible for me. What you all should know out there is those things you're very sure about are possible for you. So this is what happens. Just after having to say, there's the Hindu scriptures write down specific identifiers, how to identify an avatar. One is the Shakti Avishkarana, being able to manifest powers and cause others to manifest powers. Also, the liberation just by remembrance. And so we just have a short time left, Aya. If there's anything else you'd like to share with anyone or other people.
Oh, I think, yeah. I said whatever I could say. Yeah, it's just that's the major stumbling block I had, and that's gone. So now, it used to bother me. Now it's not there, and I'm not bothered. And if at all that seems to like creep back in or something like that, just remembering helps. And a few things might be very unique for each individual. In that case, you will obviously discover that anyway. In my case, I think it was more appropriate for me to actually read the Gita if I have anything to clarify within myself, right? Swamiji's Bhagavad Gita. And that's it. And, not even a large part of it or anything, like just 4 or 5 pages, just specifically for me. It just worked, yeah. Any remnants of negativity that was there, that was gone. So, yeah.
Right. So exactly. So Swamiji works from the source. So if we all look inside, we see a conscious intelligence there. So the being that's situated at that source, imagine they can look from that perspective and see how to tweak small things that have a huge impact. So anyone who wants any support in manifesting or knows someone who does, please put a message in the YouTube or the Facebook chat and we'll get back to you. And with your strong intention, desire to attend Paramashivoham 3 with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, go to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham, fill out another intention. See, when you fill an intention with a stronger intention, it has a different impact. So if you have a different context today and now than you did in previous times, please go and fill another intention, declare strongly to the universe, this is your desire. So thank you, Aya, for joining us and sharing today. And we'll see everyone next time. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Yes, thank you, Ramarajan, Guruleya, for the wonderful sharing. With that, I think everyone can see the very well. Go to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham for registering and queries about. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment of today's Guru Disciple relationships. We're going to learn about Guru Tattva. See what Brahma writes with his hands. Only Guru has the power to change it. When Paramashiva manifests as a Guru, embodying a pure Guru Tattva and burns the karmas. Anything can be missed for the sake of Guru. You will have the Guru and what you missed for the sake of Guru, but the Guru should not be missed for anything, because you will never have the Guru nor what you have missed for the Guru. See, in the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma, it has gone through so much of persecution, years and years, decades and decades of it is only because of the Guru-disciple relationship. It is all our Hindu gurus who did extreme tyaga to keep this science alive. They have sacrificed their very life itself to keep this science alive. So what we are enjoying today in the science, in the modern science, as well as it is all from our Hindu traditions and Hindu science. So we can sacrifice, we can miss anything for the sake of Guru, but at the end, he will give ultimately himself. So when the delusion takes over in us, it separates you from the Guru and doesn't give anything other than suffering. When Guru takes over, he gives you Guru and all the best things of the life and all the good things of our life. I think this can be very experienced in each one of our lives. Even in our life, while each one of us are talking here and watching this live now, many of us have gone through many ups and downs and delusions. Some places we may have taken a conscious decision to move away from the Guru. But what we have achieved in the last, it is only a suffering. But when we stand by the Guru, not only he gives himself, he just removes all the sufferings and he gives the best thing out of his compassion to each one of our life. And drop everything into the ocean is an enlightenment. Ocean entering into a drop is a Guru. So in every dimension, Guru is far more precious and important than the very enlightenment itself. Even though both are one and the same. I think this part, each one have to understand and cognize very deeply that a drop entering into your ocean is the enlightenment. And ocean entering into a drop is a Guru. You may have understand that, oh, both are same. Guru gives the enlightenment. But even in that case, every dimension, Guru is far more precious and important than the very enlightenment itself. So even though both are one and the same. Devi Parashakti asked Bhagavan Paramashiva and about the secret of the Guru. Devi has said, salutations, O God, O Lord, O higher than the highest, O teachers of the universe, the one, the great, initiate me into the knowledge of the Guru. The Devi, the Adi Parashakti, the supreme knowledge herself is asking her to be the Bhagavan Paramashiva, to be the Guru for her life itself. And the Lord said, O Goddess, you are my very self. Out of my love for you, I will tell you this. You are my very life. You are my very part itself. Out of my love for you, I will tell you this. No one has ever asked this question before, which is a boon to all mankind. This knowledge is difficult to obtain in the 3 words. Listen to it. I will reveal it to you. Brahma, Guru. Oh, beautiful. This is the truth. That is the truth. The very knowledge, Brahma itself, is below everything in our life out of its love and compassion. This entire universe and the Trinity are other than the Guru. Nothing is more significant. So Guru should be worshipped. He has the power to receive the offerings and adoration of Lord himself. The form of Guru is base of all the meditations. The feet of the form, it forms the base of the worship. The words of the Guru is the base for mantra. The grace of the Guru is the base of the liberation itself. And the way the Guru contributes to our life is like giving difference. We may have like multiple cognitions, multiple level of understandings in our life, but he always does, the Guru always does the right thing for us. See, once while Sri Shankaracharya, as a great incarnation of Paramashiva, was in Kasi, and he saw Sadhana, one of his prime disciples, standing on the other bank of the Ganga. Sadhana was drying his Guru's clothes. Adi Shankara asked Sadhana, who was on the other bank, to bring the dry clothes to him. So without having the another thought, Sadhana just started walking over the flowing Ganga, just as he would walk over the plain dry lands. Wherever he put his lands, the foods, lotus blossomed, and hence he got the name of Padmapada. So the moment he got the instruction, the wordings from the Gurus, he doesn't care about whether there's a Ganga or there a big storm is there, whether I have a footsteps to pass through. It just got into his bio memory and he just walked as if he has the whole pathway to walk. But wherever he put his foot, the lotus blossom, and that is how he got the Padmapada. And in the Hindu science, we have experienced many guru-disciple relationships, the experience and the miracles. It is because of the gurus each one of us are experiencing and enjoying the science of Hinduism. So with that, we're coming to the end of the segment, and we're going to have a wonderful satsang directly from the Supreme Fount of Hinduism, Alai Satsang, about the wonderful romantic relationship between the Guru and yes. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyanandeshwara Mahasadaशिव Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Mahashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the Sarvanyapeta Yajamans, devotees, disciples, Satsangis, Samajis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, everyone sitting with us all over the world, and Nithyananda Yoga Teachers Training participants, Nitya Kriya Yoga participants who are here to receive Vishesha Diksha today. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll expand on physics, chemistry and biology of master-disciple relationship. Of course, I don't think I can complete explaining the whole physics, chemistry and biology in one day. I'll start today. Maybe it'll have to happen like a series. Fundamentally, Hinduism is Guru Sishya Sampradaya, that's all. We are not organized religion, we are organic religion. Understand? Organized religion means there's an organization, ultimate superior structure, then various levels, and all the sub-organizations and direct branches of the organizations come under them. We are organic religion. Anywhere an enlightenment is grown, you will see Sangha happening around. Anywhere enlightenment grows, Sangha happens. And the beauty is, each Sangha is independently connected to the ultimate truth in their own capacity. There is no organization claiming the supremacy over all the Sanghas. Understand? Even in Akada, there is no such thing as Mandaleshwars or Mahamandaleshwars or under Acharya Mahamandaleshwar. No. No. It's a democratic structure of Mandaleshwars. That's all. All Mahamandaleshwars. And you need to know, for quite a long time, Niranjani and Nirvani had Acharyas getting rotated every 12 years. Every 12 years, after one Mahakumbha Mela, there will be new Acharya. Even now, Niranjani was following, just as recent as last Kumbha Mela. Niranjani was following. The Acharya coordinates all the Mandaleshwars and Mahamandaleshwars. That's all. Acharya is not declaring his supremacy over other organizations. You don't need to bow down to Acharya. And I have not bowed down to both the Acharyas. I am very clear. I have not touched their feet. Neither the earlier Acharya nor I have not touched any Acharya's feet. Neither Niranjani nor Nirvani or Arjuna. I bow down out of respect. Never I was expected to touch their feet, nor they demanded or they expected. Neither I did nor they expected. Out of my own respect, if I bow down or touch some Swami's feet, that's up to me, but no Guru expects. Understand? I wanted to put this on record because you need to know we are not organizational religion. We are organic religion. That's the beauty of Hinduism. Hinduism is nothing but Guru Sishya Parampara. That's all. Nothing but Guru Sishya Parampara. That's all. Kashi is just a settlement happened around Mahadeva. That's all. Guru Sishya Parampara. Over. Tiruvannamalai is a settlement around Arunagiri Yogeshwara. That's all. Last few days I am studying the Kamika Agama and Tiruvannamalai Google Earth. Thanks to Google Earth, really helping us to map. I am actually mapping the Kamika Agama into Tiruvannamalai. Such perfect Shiva city. See, here, banyan tree is Sadashiva. He is Mahasadashiva. The linga represents the Mahasadashiva, accepts puja. But banyan tree is Mahasadashiva. Same way in Tiruvannamalai, Arunachala, that hill is Mahasadashiva. Because you can't pour the water and do all the abhishekam, alankaram and enjoy, celebrate the kriya. The linga represents Mahasadashiva, receives puja. So the whole temple is centered on linga, city is centered on hill. For example, west, the Koshtamurti of Lingodbhava should be installed in every Shiva temple. And south, Dakshinamurti should be installed as a Koshtamurti. North, Durga and Brahma should be installed as a Koshtamurti. If you see Tiruvannamalai Google Earth, everything is perfect. The number of tanks should be installed as per Kamikagama. The deities need to be installed. You see the south, exactly, there is a beautiful, huge Dakshinamurti temple in Tiruvannamalai. The Dakshinamurti Koshta Murti size and the hill size, if you match, it is matching exactly the proportion as per Kamikagama. And Lingodbhava Murti is the Adi Arunachaleshwara. Everything on the north, Durga temple is there. That is what is Pavadakundru. Just near Pavadakundru, there is a Durga Devi temple, which is a Koshtamurti. For if you consider hill as a linga, the Koshtamurti in the north is Durga temple is there. I was actually shocked to see, and thanks to Google Earth, last few days I am sitting with Google Earth and Kamikagama. I am sitting with the Google Earth, mapping everything. You need to understand Arunachala. See, in Kailasa, Mahadeva resides on the top. But in Arunachala, hill is Mahadeva. Hill is not his residence, his body. Understand? Whole Hinduism is Guru Sishya Parampara. I'll explain physics of master-disciple connection. Understand. If you want to become a doctor, practicing doctor, you have to be in hospital, no other way. If you want to become a practicing lawyer, not that the lawyer who tries to get the jamin from ocean. If you want to, if you are really interested in practicing lawyer, you have to go to court every day. Where you sleep does not matter. During your waking hours, you have to be in court. If you want to be a doctor, where you sleep does not matter. But while you are awake, you have to be in hospital. Understand, each purpose needs specific vatavarana, ambience. Ambience where R&D is mastered. Research and development is mastered. I am telling you, go to any PhD in any big top 100 university, Harvard, Oxford, any university. Go to any PhD in Oriental philosophies, religion, modern day religious organization, ancient knowledge, wisdom, talk to any of those doctorates, spend time with them, I challenge, they will be 100 times duller than my Gurukul kids, my Balasans. Understand. Internally, I will train my Balasans is different. Internally, I will work on them to become more and more complete. But externally, for the outer world, they are much more than perfect. Much, much more than perfect. Understand? Vatavarana, ambience, is required for any excellence. If you want to become a doctor, you have to go to medical college and hospital. If you want to become lawyer, you have to go to law college and court. Understand, anything you want to do, you have to go to that ambience. You have to master, expertise that ambience. You have to grow in that ambience. All of you need to understand, Adi Kailasa is created not for comfortable life to compare and see how your life is outside and inside. It is created for right, not for pleasant. Yes, naturally alcohol will be more tasty than neem juice. Oh, that is so beautiful after taking this neem juice. Huh? Then get lost and drink that. Who says no? Adi Kailasa exists for right, not for pleasant. This very comparison is stupidity. Absolute stupidity. Life in the Adi Kailasa is not for the people who are expecting pleasant, but for the people who are expecting right. And of course, it will be the most pleasant without giving priority to pleasantness. This place and this ambience is created for the people who want to do right thing in their life, not for the people who want to do pleasant things in their life. I have not put a board, bar, dance club. I have put a board very clearly, Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru Adinam. Let's check the board once more. It is Nithyananda Peetham, Bengaluru Adinam, Adi Kailasam. It is very clear I am running Kailasa. Understand. It is for right, not for pleasant. Physics of master-disciple relationship is living with him. That's all. All other answers are compromised answers. It is straight. Living with him, over. Understand that living with him, that word, makes world different. Means, what are you going to eat? Amazing, best organic food. From there it starts. How living with him prepares you. Listen, food is the first idea, concept with which exploitation on you starts. It is through food society enslaves you. Now literally all the major cities are food deserts, means nothing to eat is available. Understand, they all have food like products, not food. Food like products, not food. When I grew up, I have never seen non-veg being sold so openly. In whole Thiruvannamalai, one non-veg hotel used to be there, and people used to treat that like a red light area. No one will go there. If somebody goes there, very secretly they will go on. There will not be any crowd and all around. Secret parcel, pack it and run away and sit outside, somewhere outside the city and eat. Now I am seeing everywhere. I think soon they will sell ganja and marijuana openly. Still, they have not put shop, but I don't think it's going to be long time. Because how long you can get owed by opening only alcohol shops? Now people are tired of alcohol. How much you drink? Nothing is happening. Because nowadays the kids by 10 they start drinking alcohol, and by 15 the alcohol is no more helping the system. System has become immune to alcohol. Now you need next dosage. What will happen? What will happen? Next dosage means ganja, marijuana, heroin, all the other drugs, that's all. How government gave a logic, if we don't legalize it, lot of illegal arak shops are coming, so let's legalize the alcohol. Same way tomorrow somebody is going to declare, if we don't legalize marijuana, ganja, heroin, so much of illegal black market is going on, let's legalize it, that's all. That's where you are heading. That's where you are going. Understand? The layers of addiction in food, things which completely destroys you, tamasic, like marijuana, heroin, ganja, all the other addictive items. See, ghost means which eats its own body parts. That's the definition Mahadeva gives for ghost. A person who is addicted to these illegal drugs are eating his own parts. Like you are eating your own intestine. You are eating your own liver. That's all. To be in the kick. Eating little every day. That is why you are not understanding. Otherwise it is eating. You are a ghost once you start getting addicted to the illegal drugs. Tamasic, utter tamasic. Then tamorajasic. The tamorajasic is this non-vegetarian. Understand? It is such a big anti-social. All of you need to know. Largest carbon footprint release on the planet Earth is neither by automobiles nor by army industry. It is by non-veg dairies. Dairy industry. It is not by atomic weapons. It is not by automobile industries. It is not by anything else. It is by dairies and leather industry, means non-veg production industry. Understand? When a grain grows, directly you eat that, is organic lifestyle. But you feed that to a life and grow muscles and do not care about that life and cut that into pieces and eat. What logic? Where are we heading? Human beings are allowed to own planet Earth, not possess. Not possess. Mark my words, if we don't shut down animal husbandries, dairy farms, which are functioning for meat, I don't see 2060. I don't see 2060. I'm not talking something 100 years after. If you are below 40, you need to think about your future. 40-ish. When I say below 40, 40-ish. You need to think about your future. If you are already above 90, above 70, then who cares? You yourself may not see 2060, then what is there? Whether 2060 is there or not, who cares? But if you are 40-ish, below 40-ish, you need to think about your future. You are going to face the disaster. Understand, global warming is true and it is because of non-veg industry. I am not saying this. Google, go to the internet. There is enough statistics. Go brahmanebhya subhamastu nityam. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Ko means animals, and Brahmana, who does not eat animals and protect them, both need to be happy and blissful. Only then future is going to be there for us. Fundamentally it is food. You are exploited. Understand? It's not joke. %73% of the carbon footprint release. Animal industries. When I say animal industry, three major industry. Animals grown for meat, animals grown for leather, animals grown for other medicinal and cosmetic products. Understand? Animals grown for meat, food purposes. Animals grown for leather. Animals grown for medical and cosmetic purposes. This industry forms 73% of the carbon footprint responsible for global warming. That is what I call rajotamasic. Not worst like a alcohol, not worst like a marijuana, ganja, heroin, little better, but collectively kills everyone. Ganja, marijuana, heroin, all that, the person will not see even 20-25. With animal husbandry industry, 2060. Then comes Rajasic. Rajasic is all plastic food. Understand? Tamasic, Rajotamasic and Rajasic. Rajasic is plastic food. Plastic food means food grown out of altered seeds and grown with pesticides and fertilizers. If you see pesticide spraying, they will cover the whole body. It cannot touch your skin, but it can touch some food which you can eat. Something which should not touch your skin can touch your intestine. Aha, what a logic. And you need to know, all the countries which send fertilizers and pesticides to India, they do not buy our vegetables and products back. They send all the chemicals here. When you grow vegetables, rice, anything out of what they send, they don't buy back from you. They are sending it to destroy you. Large amount of impotency happening is because of the plastic food. Sexually you are made overactive to destabilize the society, but infertility wise you are made inactive, impotent. Understand? There is a big difference between these two. Libido is increased, shoots up. Potency is destroyed, impotent. It's a unique programming going on. It is from food. Exploitation starts. You are hooked. Understand? No city in the modern world food is available. Kamikagama says, I have seen, not only Kamikagama saying, I have seen my grandfather. Kamikagama says 10 trees, drumstick tree, papaya tree, 10 trees he says, should be around, Sadashiva says, should be around your house and the cow. You will never be hungry, you will never need to sleep in hunger. How he says, exactly like that, I have seen houses existing in Indian villages. Means each unit is complete self-sustaining for all the fundamental needs. I have seen my grandfather carrying bags of cotton seed, giving and taking the clothes and coming back. For all basic needs, a small unit becomes self-sustaining. And
When the British studied Indian system, that was shocking for them. Every village is self-sufficient unit. That is why we made road only for pilgrimage purpose. Kashi to Rameshwaram, Rameshwaram to Kanyakumari, only for pilgrimage purpose we made road. We did not make road for any transportation of goods because every village is self-sufficient. We don't need food transportation and any other transportation. All other items only needed for luxury was transported. For day-to-day running, you don't need any transportation. For life to exist, food, medicine, emergency services, you don't need transportation. Self-sustaining units. They want to break that. That is why they destroyed our Goshalas. They destroyed our agriculture. They destroyed our schools. Food-like products, not food. All altered, human intervened and altered seeds. Human intervened and chemically pumped and chemically protected. Chemically pumped means fertilizer. Chemically protected, pesticide. Altered by human beings, the seeds, DNA altered seeds. A fruit should have a seed. How can there be something called seedless grape? By nature, a fruit should have a seed. How can there be something called seedless pumpkin? Seedless grapes? God. Eat seedless grape, you will become a seedless man. That's all. Understand? Mahadeva says in Kamikagama, a village should have naturally formed honeycombs. The drainage, hen, duck should drink that water and survive. I was thinking, what is the meaning of all that? If the drainage water drunk by ducks and hen and they survive means the whole thing is organic. There is no chemical in that. In your cooking, in your day-to-day living. If the natural bees are growing honeycombs, means that air pollution, understand, for a bee to survive, 4 things are required. The ground cannot be polluted. In polluted ground, if a flower grows, if the bee drinks that honey, it will die in few seconds. First thing, the land has to be pure. Second thing, from that land, the flowers which come up, they have to be pure, means air has to be pure. Third, the water source has to be pure. Only then the honey which comes in that water, in that flower will be pure. So the bee can drink that honey, flourish and build honeycomb. Understand, bee does not fly more than 1.5 kilometers in their whole lifetime. They live in 1.5 kilometer region only, maximum 1.5 kilometers. moving them beyond 1.5 kilometers is a big job. It's almost like they lose their balance if they fly continuously more than 1.5 kilometers. So within 1.5 kilometers only they will settle down. If there is a place, natural honeycomb farming, Sadashiva says that is a blessed ground, start living there, I reside there. Now I understand why he says what he says. Look around our campus and count how many natural beecombs, honeycombs. And he says, hang mango flower. Understand, not fruit, flower, mango flower. Before becoming fruit, the mango will give a flower, small flowers. Mango flower, neem flower, rice, paddy. Hang all that in your door frame. Sparrows should come and eat them. Only then you can live in that house. Means, sparrows have very sensitive lungs. If the air pollution level in that area is very pure, only then the sparrows will come and live there, survive there. If the sparrows are not living or chirping, that place, air pollution is not conducive for human lungs to breathe. Go to all cities. Show me a single sparrow in Chennai or Bangalore inside. Single sparrow. Forget about Delhi. Delhi, even you cannot survive. No, Delhi, actually you have to develop a new lung to survive. Tons of articles are coming out in the modern day. The chemtrails, chemical trails are infused to keep human beings dull, sober, sick, under control. Every ingredient needed to build the subtle grooves of power manifestation in you will be revived alive at the feet of the Master. That is why, if you want enlightenment and power manifestation, you have to be in the Vatavarana of the Master's feet. You may be crorepati, but you eat only shit. Understand? No, I'm very straight. You may have 10,000 crore wealth, but in the plate only shit. What is the use then? You have 10,000 crore. And you breathe only poisonous air, then what is the use? You live in a place where the sparrows cannot exist. Adhinam everywhere honeycomb. From Nairuti, banyan tree, near the banyan tree now, especially with the new temple construction, so many. And till Ishanya, that whole diagonal, our 1000-bed dam, this whole diagonal you can see honeycombs. Means the whole area, water level, ground, air, all three are pure. You can see ducks, all of them squirrels, drinking our kitchen wastage water. From our kitchen, the wastage water comes out. Early morning you can see, they will all be drinking. Cranes, doves, squirrels, all of them drink that water and survive. That shows our whole kitchen is running in the organic level which can be handled even animals' intestine. I was shocked actually. Mahadeva gives instruction in agriculture. In the Vasanta time, Vasanta is Chitra month, Chitra Masa. In Chitra month, if the dogs don't mate in the street, go and sprinkle neem oil in your agriculture ground, paddy, he is telling. Spray neem oil in your agriculture land if the dogs in your streets don't mate on Vasanta month. Means something is wrong in your grain. Because they are going to eat only what you left. In those days there was no separate dog food store. What you eat, the remaining you feed the dogs. That's the way the pet dogs are grown. Or the street dogs also. If you keep the food inside the house, they are called pet dogs. If you keep food outside the house, they are called stray dogs. That's all. This is what I call organic life. Understand. Physics of the master-disciple relationship is very important. And if you are serious about power manifestation and enlightenment, if you feel, then no problem. Then you don't need Mysore Road. If you are really serious, if you cognize, it is very rare you get human body, and if you cognize, it is very rare Sadashiva also assumes human body. If you cognize, it is very rare both happening and matching in right time. And if you cognize, this is not the chance to be missed. I have to manifest powers. And I have to become Sakshi Pramana for Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, because Atma Pramana is available. Understand, if there was no Shastra, there was only Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana is not available, and you not being here is not crime. When Atma Pramana is available, and if you are interested in Sakshi Pramana, the only way is be in Kailasa. No, I am your close devotee. I worship you every day. I do Guru Puja. Okay. You do Guru Puja, great, no doubt. But I am not able to send organic food from here to there for you. I am not able to package this pure air and send it to your home. What can I do? You are breathing that air. You can't deny it. You are eating that food, plastic food, either tamasic or rajotamasic or rajasic. You can't deny it. What can be done? That's the way it is. Even in Kailasa, to retain the purity, how much we struggle, only we know. And whatever somehow gets mixed, impure, to remove that from your body and detoxify your body, from neem juice to haritaki, and cleaning up. Mahadeva says, walk on the ground without shoes, without chappal. Bhuma Devi will take the body scan of you, and whatever vitamins, minerals, the important ingredients required for your body which you don't have, she will add it in the food which is growing in that area. So eat that food, that is medicine. He says, biology. Please understand, geography is biology in Hinduism. Earth is not geography for us, it is biology. Bhuma Devi, conscious, alive. So when you walk on the earth without chappal, she scans your body and documents all the vitamins, minerals required for your body which you don't have for healthy life. And she adds them because she is conscious, she can produce anything by will. She adds them in the food, fruits, flowers, vegetables, trees happening in that area. Eat them, you will be healthy. Understand, in human life, 80% of your priority should be given for right food, because it is all about right food. But unfortunately, we don't think even about 10 minutes a day about what we are eating. Society is cheating you. Through food, you are made sick. Once you are sick, you are slave to society because you have to yearn to get medicine, to keep yourself alive. Then you are slave once for all to the social structure. Understand? Those days when I grew up, till teenage, we were all able to have healthy, natural, organic food. Only 20s, it becomes our freedom to eat any junk you want. Nowadays, they put so much medicine into that food, it will taste very great, but poison, that's all. Tasty poison. And I tell you, it's an international mafia. Understand, people who supply food for you are not interested in your health. They are interested in their wealth. Their priority is not your health. Their priority is their wealth. Do you know in many of the American states, Coke is cheaper than water? How many of you know that? Coke is cheaper than water, drinking water. Drinking water is costly than the Coke, especially if you get the large size. In this whole business, whose body is getting destroyed? You. Your body is your life. Your body is your ability to manifest consciousness. Beautifully, Tirumular says, Udal valarthen, uyir valarthene. It is your ability to grow the body, your ability to grow consciousness. Denial of body is not going to lead you anywhere other than the graveyard. Denial of body is not spirituality. A new kind of bodies are getting produced by the alcohol, drugs, and non-vegetarian toxic plastic food. High sexual activism, high libido, unimpotent. High sexual drive, but impotent. New dangerous bodies are getting created. They are very dangerous for society's stability. In those days, you will not see so many infertility clinics. Actually, too much of kids. Every house will have a dozen. You will not find infertility clinics. Now the whole problem is other way. Understand, declaring your freedom from the poison food cycle means saying yes to Nithyananda Annalaya. In 2002, on exactly Kartiki Deepam day, in Pavadakundru Adi Nithyananda Peetam, I started cooking with my own hands and serving. We have photographs of that day happening. From that day, I inaugurated Nithyananda Annalaya. Now it is evolving, aligning more and more to the ideology of Sadashiva, Vedagamic compliant, and expansion. We have few photographs of that first feeding in 2002, Kartiki Deepam, I don't know the date. The official beginning of the Annalaya. Of course, 2001, Erode Ashram itself we started. But I should say that large scale, like feeding the public, 19th November 2002. Large number of, I should say, like feeding the people in pilgrimage centers. Even though we started feeding in Erode itself, in Erode Adinam itself, this is like a feeding, going to the places and feeding where the utsavas, functions, festivals are happening, opening to the next level. Now we are growing more and more with the knowledge and understanding how food is used to enslave you. Understand, the cities have become like a large open prison, that's all. Just few people decide what you should eat, and what kind of medicines you will be forced to take, what you should think. Your gossips are decided just by 2-3 people. Just by 2-3 people. They decide what you should gossip. Cities are nothing but open prisons, that's all. Large open prisons, that's all. Where you think you have the keys in your hand. Food. Control of food chain supply is the method with which you are enslaved. Kids who grow up tasting blood and non-veg are the victims of the conspiracy to lose human conscious possibilities. Understand? If you keep your body vegetarian at least one day, something can happen, your third eye can be awakened and you can manifest powers. Once you destroy it with non-veg food, sealed, especially now the modern day, that plastic food has become equivalently damaging to non-veg food. When I say plastic food, all food packed in plastic. I don't see any grandmother making murku and all those snacks in modern day. First of all, I don't see grandmothers. Where is murku and snacks? Liberating yourself from the conspiracy to enslave you through the food chain supply. That declaration is what I call declaring yourself as Shaivite. Telling, from today I declare my freedom. I am not going to be used by this food chain supplying conspiracy. I am not going to be victimized by the international food chain supply mafia. I'll free myself. First step. That declaration is what is declaring yourself. I am a Shaivite. I eat only Shaiva food. Shaiva food does not mean only vegetarian food. Organic vegetarian food. Plastic vegetarian food is not vegetarian. Plastic is non-veg. The first step of the physics of master-disciple relationship is deciding to live with him. Eat his food, live in his breathing space. And how many millions of wrong things are avoided by deciding to live with him, you will understand only if you come and live here. I have not yet finished physics of Guru-disciple relationship. I'll continue on physics itself, then I have to talk about chemistry, then I'll have to talk about biology. In physics, I have touched only food. Now then comes cloth, jewels, shelter, breathing, exercise, activism. All these are physicality, physics of Guru-disciple relationship. I will document why I am doing what I am doing to the world and the benefits. It's not that I'm going to just speak and leave it. I'll document and bring it out with evidence to the world. Mahadeva says, if the bees are attacking you, take care of your cow food. Means, if the bees sit on the cows and drink their blood, they will attack human beings. They will be violent. If a cow does not eat any artificial food, eats only the organically grown, that blood will not have a salt enough for the bee to sit and drink. It's artificial things you add in the cow's food makes their blood drinkable for the bee. So if cows are grown organically, the bees in that area will not attack human beings. All these bullet points from Agama, I'll release it to the world. I'll put all of them as bullet points and release it to all you guys. Why we are doing what we are doing. Why we are doing what we are doing. I'll continue on the physics of Adi Kailasa, physics of living, physics of master-disciple relationship. And I also want to tell you, anybody who is inspired by this idea, wants to live with us, I am opening my doors free. Living in Kailasa does not cost you any money. It is your will persistence towards manifesting Sadashiva's powers. Kailasa doesn't believe in currency. Kailasa believes in contributing. So Kailasa does not demand your currency. It only requests you to enrich, contribute, constantly being alive, active, contributing. Contribute to the world, that's all. Anybody interested in constantly contributing, Kailasa's doors are open for you. Not for the fools who think, oh, why he is not contributing, he is contributing. He is not contributing, but he is enjoying the life here. Let me also try. People who want to contribute. For you, Kailasa is open. Kailasa is for you. We are opening our doors officially, formally, with Sadashivatva 5th batch, May 1st to 21st. Celebrate the physics of Guru-disciple relationship. Join us in Adi Kailasa to become Adi Kailasa Vasis. Sadashivatva.nithyananda.org. You are welcome to be in Kailasa forever. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.